My sister announced in the family chat, "Let's keep tonight peaceful. She's not invited." My parents stayed silent, which said everything. I typed one word, "Okay." Then I quietly took action on my phone. The moment they realized what I'd done, my phone blew up. It was 3:00 p.m. on a Thursday when the family group chat lit up again. I had just finished work, sitting on my couch with my shoes still on. The message was short. No emojis, no context, just "let's keep tonight peaceful. She's not invited." Sent by my sister Jenna. I read it twice, not because I didn't understand. I did. It was direct, deliberate. I looked at the top of the chat. Yep, it was still called Family Blue Heart Dot. Still had all of us in it. Mom, Dad, me, Jenna, and our Aunt Shell, who probably wouldn't even see the message until 3 days later. But the 3 important ones had already seen it. Seen by Mom, seen by Dad. And the silence that followed, that was the loudest part. Not a single word. No. "Oh, Jenna, stop it," or "that's uncalled for." Nothing, just digital stillness. My mom, who forwards Bible verses and daily horoscopes. Nothing. My dad, who sends corny jokes and links to 10-minute documentaries no one watches. Nothing. That told me more than words ever could. So I typed the only thing I needed to. Okay. Then I locked my phone, sat there for a second. No rage, no sadness, just this cold sort of clarity. I got up, grabbed a glass of water, came back, and opened my phone again. Not to scroll, not to vent to a friend. I had work to do as they forgot one thing. The entire birthday dinner, Mom's 58th, had been organized by me. And when I say organized, I don't mean I pitched in. I mean I paid for all of it. The dinner at Willow and Pine, a rustic upscale place that books out 2 months in advance, reserved in my name. The custom cake from Hazel's Bake House, non-refundable, but I didn't care. The catering deposit for the cocktail hour already in under my card. Floral arrangements from Everbloom. Lilacs, hydrangeas, and wild roses carefully picked based on what Mom said she liked last spring. All of it had my name on the invoices, my money, and apparently I was no longer welcome. So I handled it, called the restaurant, told them to cancel the reservation. They asked why. I said, a change of plans, and if possible, please release the table. They said they'd try, but it was prime time and they'd likely lose money. I said I understood. Called Hazel's, told them to donate the cake. It had a fondant print of Mom's favorite garden. I imagine the seniors at the nursing home seeing it and not caring one bit. Good. Cancelled the florist, refunded, texted the violinist. Jenna insisted we absolutely had to have cool, said it happens more often than I'd think. And then I waited. I didn't post. I didn't message Jenna. I didn't even hint at what I'd done because I wanted the silence to echo a little longer. At 6:24 p.m., Jenna texted me directly. "What's going on with the dinner?" No. Hey, no question mark, just vague panic. She didn't know yet. By 6:26, Mom chimed in the group chat. Lisa, did the restaurant cancel? Then, Dad called Willow and Pine. They said the reservation was never confirmed. What's going on? I still didn't answer, just watched it unfold. At 6:29, Jenna called me. I let it ring. Then she texted again. "Did you cancel everything?" I didn't reply. Then came another. "Why would you do that? We're literally on the way there." That's when I posted to my Instagram story. Black screen, just white text. Sometimes silence is loyalty. Sometimes it's betrayal. Know the difference. I could practically hear her scream from across the city. I was still deciding whether to reply when a call came in from Mom this time. Straight to voicemail, then Dad, then Jenna again. That's when it hit them. They thought I'd take the insult quietly. Thought I'd sit at home, cry, maybe post some sad quote about family or forgiveness. Let Jenna plan the party. Let her pull her big. I'm back from college and I have a LinkedIn now. Energy together and fix it. Let her book a new reservation for 10 people at 7:00 p.m. on a Thursday night. Let her find a cake, a florist, a violinist. Let her scramble. And when she fails, because I knew she would, I'd be watching. This wasn't over, not even close. By 7, 02 p.m. my phone had 14 missed calls. 5 from Jenna, 4 from Mom, 3 from Dad, 2 from Aunt Shell, who finally woke up and asked, "What's going on?" I didn't answer. I didn't even pretend to think about it. I sat in bed with my legs under a blanket, a bowl of popcorn in my lap, and my phone face up beside me. I wasn't watching anything. I just wanted to see how far this would unravel without me lifting a finger. The group chat had turned into a disaster. "Jenna, we're standing outside the restaurant, and they're telling us there's no reservation under any name. Mom is confused. Did you cancel it?" No one wanted to say it directly, but they all knew I had. The questions weren't really questions. They were begging for confirmation and a way to undo what I'd already done. Then my dad, always the diplomat, sent Lisa. "I don't know what happened here, but we need to figure this out quickly. Everyone's already together and still nothing from me." I could imagine them standing in the cold January air, all dressed up for nothing. Mom in her special birthday sweater she pulls out every year. Dad in that uncomfortable jacket he only wears to restaurants that have cloth napkins. Jenna probably already snapping at waiters like she was some kind of executive. Good. At 7:16 p.m. Jenna snapped, "You're being so petty right now. This was for Mom, not about you." I didn't respond right away. Let her sweat. Then finally I typed, "Wasn't about me until you made it about me." Her reply came fast. "That message earlier wasn't serious. I just meant I didn't want another fight. I didn't mean uninvite you." "You took it way too personally." No apology, no accountability, just the classic Jenna move. Rewrite reality and gaslight anyone who remembered it differently. And our parents still dead silent in the chat. No one was stepping in. No one was saying Jenna had crossed the line. I let the silence stretch a bit before she dropped the next bomb. "Forget the restaurant. Everyone just come to Mom's house. I'll take care of everything." That's when I smiled. Let her throw a party she didn't plan, didn't pay for, and clearly wasn't ready for. Let her pretend she could hold it all together with takeout and plastic cups. He wanted to play the hero. He could die trying. I watched her scramble in real time. She texted the group again. "I ordered from Caesars. Should be here soon. Can someone pick up some soda and cups? Does anyone have birthday candles?" A full-on panic spiral, all while trying to make it look effortless. Then came the Instagram stories. First, a photo of Mom sitting on the couch for smile and all. Caption, "Plan B, but still beautiful red heart party popper." Then, a video of takeout containers being arranged on the kitchen table with some instrumental jazz playing in the background. She used one of those filters that made everything look warmer and prettier than it really was. She was faking it hard and failing because behind the filters and fake smiles, the truth was obvious. This party was a rushed slap-together mess. Then I got a DM from my cousin Monica. "Why did Jenna say you ruined the whole party?" She's saying, "You canceled everything on purpose." Another from Aunt Denise. "I don't know what's going on, but it's sad to see family fall apart like this." Then finally, a private message from Mom. "Can we talk after this? I don't like how tonight turned out." That one I stared at for a while because Mom had every chance to speak up earlier. She saw Jenna's original message. She said nothing. And now that her birthday party was unraveling, suddenly she wanted to talk. But I might have let it all go. I really might have just turned my phone off and called it a night until Jenna posted one more story. A boomerang of her and Mom, arms around each other holding up cheap cupcakes. The option, all she needed was her favorite daughter anyway, nail polish medium skin tone. That was it. He wanted a war and he was about to get one. I didn't react right away to Jenna's little Instagram jab about being the favorite daughter. I sat with it, let it simmer, scrolling through the comments. Same usual suspects. 2 college friends hyping her up with fake compliments, a few heart emojis, a queen or two. But the people who actually mattered, the family, were silent. So I opened the group chat and dropped the first real response of the night. Let me make something clear. I paid for the reservation, the cake, the decorations, the catering. I wasn't invited, so I canceled. That's not revenge, that's logic. I watched the typing bubbles bounce for a few seconds, then disappear. I knew it would take them a moment to understand what I'd done. I'd taken the guilt they were quietly trying to place on me and handed it right back. Dad finally replied, "Lisa, come on. That's not what tonight was supposed to be about." Then Mom, less subtle, "You should have said something before canceling everything. We could have worked it out. I didn't even pretend to entertain that. You saw the message, you stayed quiet." More silence. Then Jenna came back swinging. "This is insane. I was trying to keep tonight drama-free. You knew what I meant. You're just bitter and looking for attention." Now we were getting somewhere. Because the moment someone accuses you of wanting attention, what they're really doing is panicking. She was losing control of the story, and everyone could feel it. I replied simply, "You wanted control, you got it. Why are you struggling now?" She didn't answer that. Instead, she fired off 3 separate texts. "The food's late. They delivered the wrong order. Does anyone have plates?" It was almost funny. Earlier in the week, she'd made a snarky comment about me only being good at logistics when we talked about work. Now she couldn't even organize a birthday dinner in her own house without it falling apart. Then I got a text from my cousin Matt, who'd been there since earlier. "Dude, this is a mess." That was all he said, but it was enough. I opened Instagram again. Jenna had posted a new photo, a blurry shot of people in the living room holding solo cups. Caption, "Still making memories," clinking glasses. No one looked happy. Meanwhile, my inbox was filling up. "Aunt Shell, why would Jenna say you ruined the party when she uninvited you?" "Monica, she's walking around acting like she planned this whole thing. Everyone can tell she didn't." Then Mom called. I let it ring once. Picked up the second time. She didn't say hello. Everyone's asking what happened. This is turning into a whole thing. I reminded her calmly that if Jenna hadn't sent that message, I'd still be there. If anyone had spoken up, I'd still be there. Instead, I got cut out until everything started unraveling. Then I said, "If Jenna really has everything under control, let her explain it." Mom didn't answer. The silence said enough. I hung up and went back to the group chat just in time to catch Jenna's meltdown. "Does anyone have candles? The lighter isn't working." Someone dropped a tray of food on the floor. Chaos, and I wasn't even there. Then the message that made it worth it. "Lisa, can you just come please?" From Dad. I took a screenshot, saved it, didn't reply. Jenna thought coming back from college made her a leader. She forgot I was the one who did the heavy lifting, quietly, without bragging. Now the spotlight was on her, and she was melting. But she wasn't done making mistakes. By a little after 9:00 p.m., I didn't need to be there to know how bad it was. My phone kept lighting up, not angry calls anymore, but quiet updates from people who didn't want to take sides. "Mad again, this is awkward." A few minutes later, Monica called. "Jenna's losing control." Like actually, she explained. Jenna kept disappearing into the kitchen, coming back pretending everything was fine. No music, half the food still sealed. Then Monica added, "She messed up the cupcakes. They had the wrong name on them, not Mom's." When Jenna saw it, she grabbed the box and took it outside. Didn't come back for a while. That was the crack. One wrong detail shattered the image she'd built. More messages followed. "Aunt Shell, people are uncomfortable." Jenna keeps snapping. "Uncle Dave, not sure why Jenna insisted on doing everything herself." That one made me laugh quietly. Insisting was exactly what she'd done. I checked Instagram again. Another blurry story. Same forced vibe, family over everything. Comments turned off. Then my phone rang, I answered. "People are asking questions," Mom said. "Why aren't you there?" I asked. "What are you telling them?" She paused. "That you had other plans." That told me everything. While we were on the call, a new group chat message popped up. "Jenna, are you enjoying this?" I replied calmly. "You said you had it handled." Dad jumped in. "Enough, this is getting out of hand." Too late, the house was already buzzing, forced smiles. Scattered conversations, Jenna pulling Mom aside like she needed reassurance. Then Monica texted again. Jenna's crying in the bathroom. That stopped me. Jenna didn't cry. She blamed, joked, deflected. Crying meant the pressure finally landed, and then someone made it worse. One of Mom's friends asked where the restaurant was, said she'd heard they were supposed to go somewhere nice. Jenna snapped that plans changed. The friend nodded. But people heard it, the whispers started. The image Jenna had worked so hard to project was cracking. Then Matt sent me a photo, not the cheap cupcakes, the real cake, the one I ordered. It was on a long table under bright lights, surrounded by smiling strangers. He texted, "Nursing home down the street, they're loving it." I zoomed in. The writing was perfect. "Happy birthday, Karen." Exactly how I planned it. I didn't feel guilty, not even a little. Jenna called a few minutes later. She didn't yell, she just said, "You always do this." "Do what?" I asked. She hung up. And I knew this wasn't just about a party. At 9:46 p.m., Monica texted, "It just happened." I called her. Jenna had snapped in front of everyone, blamed me for canceling everything, said I did it out of spite. When people asked why I wasn't invited, the room shifted. Too many people had seen the messages. The group chat came up. My parents came up. That's when it fell apart. Then my dad texted, "You need to come over now." When I walked in, the house felt wrong. Food untouched. Conversations stopped. Jenna stood in the middle of the room, laughing nervously. Mom looked exhausted. I said I was there because Jenna wouldn't stop talking about me. She stepped closer, accused me of taking over. I said she paid for nothing she didn't take control of. She said I was jealous, that she was doing better than me now. I said calmly, if that were true, this wouldn't have fallen apart in one night. She shoved me, I pushed back, she grabbed my hair, chairs tipped. People shouted, we were pulled apart, Jenna cried. Dad yelled, someone said this was insane. People started leaving. The party ended right there. As I left, I said, you wanted to prove you could handle things on your own. Now everyone knows. The next morning, my phone was full. Messages, missed calls, group chats exploding. Some blamed me. Some stayed quiet. One message stood out. You stood up for yourself. People forget how much you've carried. The family group chat went silent. Jenna deleted everything she posted. Mom and Dad wanted to talk as a family. I didn't answer. This wasn't a misunderstanding. She excluded me, humiliated me, and expected me to stay quiet. Days later, I passed the nursing home. I saw the empty plates, frosting still on them. That cake made someone happy. Just not who it was meant for. Jenna never texted again. No apology, no explanation. We just stopped talking. The family fractured quietly. Holidays won't feel the same. And for once, I wasn't the one trying to fix it.